Weights down. We're going to start with just our bodies, and we'll do some shoulder circles here. Nice big circles. This chilly weather. I hope everybody had a wonderful Halloween.
I baked muffins.
Oh, did you?
For myself. My trip.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's coming up. Let's change direction. We did trunk or treat, and this year Corrales had it in the daytime. It was 2 to 4. Usually it's at night when it's cold, but this time it was beautiful out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
So you decorate your car, and people and the kids come to you. We were at a park, at a local park, and the kids walk around, and so all the cars were parked. Let's go ahead and do big circle. So all the cars are parked in this big circle, and the children can walk around and get candy from us. So it's kind of safe.
And you dress up?
We dress up, the cars are decorated. So yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I want to do that next year.
Yeah.
Because my neighborhood, well, we had evidence of trick-or-treaters this morning.
Yes, I got to like it. You got a Kit Kat on the sidewalk.
Let's change direction with your arms.
I live in Dayton and we don't get them.
Yeah, in Corrales, we don't have sidewalks, we don't have walkers, so they have it at the park, which is nice.
You're good.
One big circle, and rest those hands on your knees. Nice. Keep your hands on your knees so that your body stays facing forward, and let's look over one shoulder, and come back forward and look over the opposite shoulder. Keeping your body facing forward, so only the head is turning. This is a great way to stretch out the neck. And one last time in both directions. And come back forward. Nice. Let's look up and down. And when I look up, I have this tightness all the way down, all the way to my chest. So I'm going to extend my chin out and kind of open up that chest and that jaw area, and then look down. And one last time, up and down. And bring your head back to the center. Nice. All right. Go ahead and take your hand and secure yourself on your chair. No falling out, remember. We're going to raise that opposite arm up and lift it up. And as you lift up, push that hip down. So you get a nice stretch along the body. So you're lifting up and you're pushing down. And then let's lean over. And if that hip wants to rise up, push it back down. Take your palm, face it towards me. And now take that palm and face it up towards the ceiling. And let's bring that arm all the way down. Now it's going to grab onto the chair to make sure you're nice and safe and secure. Raise that opposite arm up. Push that hip into the chair. Lifting up, pushing down at the same time. And let's lean over. Again, if that hip wants to rise up, push it down. You take that palm towards me. And face up towards the ceiling. You should feel that shift in the muscles all the way across your hip, right? And pull that hand down. Nice, all right. Okay, let's do that again. First arm comes up, hip goes down. Push that hip down, arm is up nice and high. Let's lean over. And now you can use your hand however you'd like. If you'd like to push it towards me, up towards the ceiling. But let's take that same leg, that arm that's extended, and extend that out. So now you can play again with that hand to see how it changes that stretch across the side of your body. And pull that back in. All right, let's hang on to that chair nice and secure. Raise that opposite arm up. Push that hip down, and let's lean over. Once you feel that stretch across down to the hip, you can go ahead and extend that leg out. And go ahead and play with that palm. See how it feels. You okay? Did you get a little Charlie horse? Go ahead and pull that back in. Go ahead and sometimes when we stretch a muscle that we haven't stretched in a while, you'll get that Charlie horse, right? So we want to kind of stretch it out, which is a good reason to practice every morning because you want to keep these areas nice and fluid, right? Hands back on the knees. Let's do our modified seated cat-cow. And so I'm going to pull my body forward and look up, arching the back. And then I'm going to push, curling the back, looking down. And really visualize that your spine is like a snake and each little vertebra is moving one at a time. That way you get that fluid through each little space there. And we'll do one more forward and one more back. And really try to pull those shoulders together, looking down, really stretching that back, that spine, and bring the body upright. Nice. All right, so we've moved the spine sideways, moved it forward. Let's do a circular motion now. So I'm going to have you lift those rib cages up nice and high so you've got a space between the ribs and the hips, and we'll do some egg beaters. We'll do some circles. And so we don't want just the shoulders moving. Visualize the rib cage is actually moving. So you've got your rib cage. So you can hang onto your legs, your chair, or you can actually put your hands on those ribs so you can help visualize them moving. And this is actually, that rotation is down at the base of the spine. So it's moving that fluid up the spine. And we'll change directions. One more all the way around, and then bring your body upright. Go ahead and rest those hands. Woo, good job. All right. Let's get our hips and our legs and knees warmed up. I'm going to sit back so that my legs have a little bit of room to swing. And I'm just trying to get my legs warmed up. I've got a little popping in the knees here. We're not working really hard on using our abs and our muscles, just warming up the joint. Let's do some circles. I'm short, so it's easy. I got plenty of room. Bob in the back with his long legs. Go the other direction.
Love to see Tom.
And let's do our ankles now. Point those toes and flex them. You can hear me popping. This cold weather is tough on my joints. I get really stiff. And let's do some circles. And change direction. And go ahead and rest those legs. All right, nice job. Let's extend those arms out. Extend that energy in both directions. Feel that energy coming from the center of the chest, going out through the fingers. And we're going to go ahead and grab our kettlebells and do some circles. We visualize that we have these heavy kettlebells in our hands because the mind doesn't know the difference. When you visualize that you have this heavy weight, the body's still working hard. And so you're going to build that strength even without having to hold those heavy kettlebells. And we'll go into medium circles. And large circles, still holding those heavy kettlebells. This is a nice way to practice too, because without the weight, you can practice more correctly, right? Sometimes if we have those heavy weights, it's hard to move our body in the appropriate stance or position. So this is a great way to practice it perfectly. And we'll stop, open those hands up. In Qigong, this is a great way to bring energy into the body. So we'll do big circles with the fingers open. That energy is still emanating from the heart out through the fingers. And we'll move to medium circles. Arms getting a little tired now, huh? And we'll move to small circles. And rest those arms. Woo, good job. Take a deep breath in. Just starting to get that body warmed up, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to lift our hands up above our head. So I'm going to visualize that I've got some plates out here. So my hands are flexed. I'm going to push one hand up. And as it comes down, then that other hand comes up. And you can move your body if you want a little additional movement here. You can kind of shift it, or you can keep the body upright if that's too much motion. But let's do this for a count of 10. 1, both sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, both sides, and rest those hands. So some of you have heard me say this before, but there's research that shows that athletes that run through their routines ahead of time actually are more apt to do it more precisely when they are doing the act, the true act. So they visualize themselves moving through it. They also found that these individuals were gaining more muscle tone. So when you visualize that you're really pushing, right? So we're not just raising the hands, but pushing up that weight, you're really going to be building that tone inside those arms. All right, so now we're going to go forward. So visualize you're pushing against the wall, and as you pull back, that other hand comes, and we'll do this for 10. 1, 2, really push. 3, 4, 5. Maybe the body's twisting. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other hand and back. Nice. All right. I need to let somebody in. So now we're going to go out to the side. So this time my hands are up. I'm going to push. And this is going to be a little more challenging as we push in. This hand's going to come out. So a little bit more of a challenge to the mind, right? And so we'll do this for 10. 1, other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest those hands. Ooh, good job. Funny how challenging it was just to go one side to the other, right? Working both sides of the brain there. All right, so we're going to challenge our brain a little bit more by moving our arms and our legs together. So let's put those hands back up. We've got those trays on. This time we're going to raise both hands together. As we do, one leg's going to come up. Lower down, switch and do the other side, and we'll do this for 10. 1, both sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wish I had a camera. 9, 10. And relax those hands. Ooh, take a deep breath in. How you guys doing? The arms are nice and warm now, right?
How is Dr. White doing?
Actually,
You know what? I heard he was out of surgery and he was recovering, but I haven't heard today, like how's
Okay,
it
but
going.
it's,
So
well,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Good.
so yeah. So hopefully, he's a strong guy. I think he's going to heal rather quickly. So all right. So we are going to do that move where we pushed our hands forward. And the first time we did it opposite, but this time we're going to push them both out. And this time both legs are going to come out and back. So my muscles in my thighs have to help lift, but also my core is helping hold those legs up. If you need the support, you can lean back against the chair if you want that support. If you want to challenge your core a little more, move your body up to the front of the chair so that you're holding your body up on its own. Palms pushing against that wall. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Nice. Good job. All right. I'm going to stay on the edge of my chair because this time I'm going to push my hands out just like we did. And now my legs are going to join out and back. Kind of like a jumping jack, right? Only now I'm pushing out. Still visualizing you've got some resistance. Don't just put the arms out there. Resist, and that's going to help build some strength in those arms. Let's do 10. 1, pull it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull it back in. Nice. Woo, good job. Deep breath in. All right, let's go ahead and find some weights. And I have different weights out. There's 2 pounds, there's 3 pounds. I think I just have 2s and 3s, so. And if at any time the weights feel like they're too much, you can always just do the exercise without the weights. It's still going to be just as powerful for your body. Okay, we're going to start with our bicep curls. Our bicep curls, this muscle here is one of our stronger muscles. So this will be an exercise that feels rather easy, I think. Palms are facing me. Hands are curling around those weights. We're going to curl up, touching those shoulder blades and back down. I want you to visualize the energy coming from your fingers as if they're actually curling. So you see how my weights are curling up and curling and touching, and then uncurling, unraveling. Let's do this for 10. 1, curl up and unravel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Whew, remember to breathe. My feet are nice and flat on the ground, so my body is nice and secure. This time we're going to add another motion. I'm going to curl up here. Once I get here, I'm going to lift my elbows up, opening the door. And I'm going to close those doors, drop those elbows down, back to the starting position. We'll do this for a count of 8. 1, elbows up, open up. 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys are good. 6.
So quiet.
I know. I can hear the clock ticking. 7. Last one, 8. And down. I hear the Darth Vader breath through the mask, and I hear the clock. All right, so last move, let's add one more variation to this. So we're going to curl up, bring those arms up, opening the doors. From here, let's bring them, tap them. We'll go back, close the door, and back to the start. This one I'm only going to do for a count of 6. 1, you just go ahead and follow along. Open the door. Let's tap them in front. Close those doors. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Open those doors, tap, close those doors, and release. Nice. All right. So go ahead and set those weights down and move those shoulders. I'm not sure about you, but just doing this, my muscles in here had to engage, and I felt my shoulders rising up. So always check in, making sure that your muscles are nice and relaxed. All right. Let's go ahead and rest those weights next to us. My palms are facing down towards each other. And we're going to raise up into our airplane arms and back down. So if you need to, you can sit back, let the chair help hold you during this. But if you want that extra core workout, go ahead and bring your body forward. And let's lift for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Check in with those shoulders again. Make sure they're not creeping up towards the ears. How's everyone doing with their weights? The exercises are getting a little tougher because we're using our smaller muscles. So, all right. So our airplane move here, we're going to add a variation. So from here, I'm going to flip those palms up, opening those hands, holding it just for a moment, closing those hands, twisting down and releasing. We'll do this for a count of 8. Hold it for a moment, extend that energy out. And close. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. You guys have got this. Only one more after this. 8. Last one. Extend it out. Can you hold it just a little longer? And it's okay if you can't. You can go ahead and go back and down. Nice. Set those weights down. Check in with our shoulders. Whew. That was, yeah. And something about just opening the hands is runs that muscle all the way up, right? Little shifts in how we do the exercises will determine which muscles you're engaging. All right, last one's going to be for a count of 6. Let's add our last variation. Airplane arms, flipping those hands up, all the way up, tapping over our head, back down, twisting and down. We'll do this for a count of 6. So go ahead and rest those hands down. 1, all the way up and down. 2, 3, 4. Whew. I can feel which hand is stronger. 5, 6. Last one, all the way up and down, and rest those weights. Shake those arms out. Good job. Like this arm is like, I don't want to go. Let's go ahead and put those weights on your knees. Check in with your body. Remember how we lifted our rib cage up off of our hips? Lift the rib cages up. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed, so you can kind of roll them up, but let them rest back, almost as if you're trying to tuck them into your back pocket. And the spine is soft. We're going to engage the spine and the core during this move as we lift those weights out in front of us. And so as you do this, visualize your abdomen tightening up. That's going to help lift those weights up. This might be a little challenging even with the 2s and 3s. So if you want to do it without weights, you can still visualize that you have those weights in your hands. And let's go ahead and lift up for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tuck your abs in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. I know, check in with your shoulders, relax your shoulders. Continue to move the neck side to side. Next move, we're going to add a variation here. So I'm going to lift my weights up. Palms are still facing down. I'm going to visualize that I've got a rope in front of me and I'm going to pull, almost as if maybe I'm rowing, trying to touch my shoulder blades together, pushing back forward and down. We're going to do this. We'll do this for a count of 8. So let's lift up. 1, push it up and down. 2, on the routine here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You guys have got this. Last one. 8. Push it forward and down. Nice. Woo. All right, check in with those shoulders. Last set, we're going to do a count of 6. And so let's go ahead and we're going to pull it up, pull it back. And the only variation now is we're just going to emphasize this pull back. So once we get here, we're not going to just immediately push it forward. We're going to try to touch our shoulder blades together. Then we're going to push it out. So there's just a little bit of a breath as you try to touch those shoulder blades as close as you can, okay? And we'll do this for a count of 6. 1, pull it back, try to touch those shoulder blades, push it forward. 2, touch those shoulder blades. 3, really work on the back of our body here. 4, 5, 6. Last one. Let's hold it just for a moment. Try to touch those shoulder blades. Try to touch a little closer. Push it forward and down. Woo, set those weights down, shake those arms out. That's the one that gets me. I must not use my back muscles much because I'll feel this one later. I'll go to reach and I'll be like, what did I do? All right. So we've been working this top part of the deltoids and our biceps. Let's work the back part of the arms now. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. And I'm going to drop my weight down. I'm going to pull it up and push it down. And again, I can visualize that I've got this rope. So I'm actually going to pull my energy in. Hand is relaxed, but I pull it in, bring that arm up as high as you can, and then push it back down. So I'm only going to use one weight at a time. And I'm leaning forward just a bit, however it feels comfortable. You can put your hands on your knees, or you can sit up too. If you want to engage more of the arm, you can lean forward. And let's do this for a count of 10. 1, pull it back, push it down. 2, 3, relax those hands. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push it down. All right. So the weight's down. Let's take this weight and just push it straight back as high as you're able to. For some of you that might be here, it might be all the way up. However, it feels comfortable for you, and so that you're not twisting the shoulder where it might cause some pain. And let's push back for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. All right, if you need to sit up to take a deep breath. Okay. So our next set's going to be 10, but we're going to combine them. So we're going to pull up like we did in the first one, push it back, bring it back, push it down. So we're actually combining the two together. And let's do this for a count of 10. 1, pull it up, push it back, and push it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one, nice and strong. Push it down and bring that body down. Nice. All right, let's do the other side. So remember the first move was pulling up, and my hand's nice and relaxed. I'm going to grab it. As I grab, I tension up and I pull up, and that's really going to engage all these muscles all the way up here. And let's do this for 10. 1, 2, push it down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now we'll do our straight back, our kickbacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And take a little break here to deep breath in. Our next move is going to be the combination. So we're going to pull it up, kick it back, and push it down. And we'll do this for 10. So go ahead and bring your body back if you're going forward. Now let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one, nice and strong. Push it down. All right. Go ahead and bring your bodies forward. Good job. Nice. All right. We're going to keep working on these triceps back here. I'm going to do that by lifting our hands up over our head. So the starting position is going to be up towards the ceiling. Drop those hands back. And the move is actually pushing back up towards the ceiling, dropping down, pushing up. So I have 2 weights. You can, if you want just to do one weight, and just do one weight up Or if you want to not use any weights at all, that's okay, doing it this way too. And let's do 10. So let's raise those arms up. This is our starting position, dropping the elbows. And let's lift for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring them back down. Take a breath. Good job. Okay. We're going to raise those arms up. This time we're going to drop down into cactus arms. Lift them back up. Drop into cactus arms. Lift back up into cactus arms. And we'll do this for a count of 10. So let's lift those weights up high. I'm going to point my palms towards you. If that feels comfortable, you can do that, or you can bring them facing each other. And let's do 10. 1, 2, ooh, this is hard. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release those arms. Whew. All right. Go ahead and roll those shoulders. You need to move the neck side to side. My body's feeling warm now. You guys getting warm? Let's bring those arms back into those cactus arms. We're going to start here. And just from this position, we're going to pull them in front of us and open them up. So again, we're challenging them. This has been, have you noticed this is a shoulder and deltoid workout today? Let's pull them together for a count of 10. 1, your abs are nice and tight. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep those arms up. Let's turn the whole body. Come back forward. Opposite way. Come back forward. One more time. Both sides. And rest those hands. Woo, shake those arms out. Good job.
Yeah.
I feel a lot of warmth right here. All right, we're gonna give our arms a break. We're gonna focus on our core for a little bit. All right, so we're gonna keep our weights though. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my weights up close to my body. And I'm gonna start in a leaning position. I'm gonna turn sideways so my friends on Zoom can see. I'm gonna lean forward. So the move is actually lifting the body up. And I'm using my abs, but I'm also using these muscles down my glutes and my hamstrings. Don't push on this move. Use your core muscles to lift that body up, okay? So we'll start leaning forward. And let's go ahead and lift that body up for a count of 10. 1, use those core muscles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And go ahead and release. Take a breath. Same move, only now my hands are going to rest lower. So because my weights are further away from my body, actually going to be a little bit harder for me to lift my body up. But I'm going to leave my weights down. So my weights stay down, and I'm just going to lift my body up. And I'm going to come back down. And we'll do this for 10. 1, leaving those weights down. 2, feel it in your abs, in your glutes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go back down. You can let those weights rest for a moment. Bring your body up. Take a deep breath in. One more set. This next set, we're going to keep our arms locked. And so now when I bring my body up, those arms are going to extend out in front of me. So now I've got this counterbalance that's really challenging my core. And so I'm going to keep my abs nice and tight. I'm going to use my glutes and my hamstrings to lift my body up. So lean back forward, grab those weights, arms are extended out, lock them, so that they move as one with your body. And we'll do this for 10. 1, 2. If this is difficult for you, put those weights closer to your body. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way back down. All right, go ahead and bring that body up. Take a deep breath. I'm going to come back forward again. Go ahead and keep those, go ahead and grab those weights. I think I asked you to set them down. Go ahead and put those weights back, one in each hand. Find that strong position. Feet are flat on the ground. Back is nice and straight. Shoulders are relaxed. Let's go ahead and take those weights as if you're going to hand them to someone behind you and come back forward. Hand them to someone on the opposite side. Come back forward. Really focus on these abs. Don't use your arm muscles. Remember, we're giving our arms a break right now. So focus on these ab muscles doing this movement. So I've got hold of my weights. Let's go ahead and pass it to the person behind me. 1, to the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one, both sides. And back to center. Good job. Nice. Let's go ahead and set one weight down. So I have one weight in my hand. I'm going to bring my body up forward so I can drop my weight down between my legs. And my body is nice and relaxed. My shoulders are relaxed and the weight's just resting. I'm not leaning forward. I'm sitting upright and my hands are just resting down as low as they go from this position. I'm going to raise those arms up over my head, drop my elbows to tap my shoulders, back up and down. And we'll do this for a count of 10. 1, tap, and back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push it up and back down. All right. Check in with your shoulders. Make sure they're nice and loose. Feet are still nice and flat. You've got a nice stance. You feel pretty secure in your base. All right. So this time we're going to let the body tap the ground as it comes back up. And so now, rather than going straight up through my legs, I've got kind of an arc going here, right? You see that arc going. And so let me turn sideways so my friends on Zoom can see that. So rather than going up, I'm actually arcing. My arms are straight up. You can tap and arc back down. All right.
Circle.
Yes, yes. All right, let's do this. So I'm going to start down here. Let's do this for 10. 1, arc, tap, and back down. 2, feel that lower back working on this one. You can use your legs. 3, if this is a little difficult on your back. 4, 5, 6, you guys look good. 7, I can see everybody on Zoom too, I see them. 8, 9, 10, last one, all the way up, all the way back down and tap, and then bring that body upright. Nice, good job. I'm still gonna use my one weight. And now I've got both my right hand and my left hand on the outside of my weights. I'm gonna take one elbow and I'm gonna look underneath it. So for me, it's my right elbow. And so I lift up underneath it. I'm gonna bring that weight to the back of my head. Now I'm looking underneath my left arm and back down. So I've got this nice little figure 8 going over my head. All right. And so I might have shared with you, I like the figure 8. We use it in physical therapy to help connect the right and the left hemisphere. I guess the Celtics used to use it for healing. because our energy should be flowing. If our energy isn't flowing, it's stagnant, it's straight. And so this figure 8 brings movement to that energetic body. So just a little extra. All right, so let's do this 10 figure 8s. 1, all the way around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to the front. All right, I'm going to change directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back to center. Whew, all right, go ahead and set those weights down. Go ahead, shake out those arms and shoulders. You need to twist the neck. I was just thinking, what would it be like to live with me? Because I'm like this all the time, like sharing stuff. But actually, my husband's at work, so I'm by myself. So that's why you guys get it, because I don't have anyone to talk to all day.
You talk to yourself, right?
So I do, yeah.
I did too.
Or to my plants, or to my animals, the alpacas.
I talk to myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking to someone, but no one's in the room.
Yeah, well, if they are in the room, but you're still talking to yourself. so-
Right.
All right, we're gonna start moving our legs. And so I'm gonna sit on the edge and I'm gonna lift one knee up and then the other leg, almost as if I'm marching. If this feels like this is too much, go ahead and lean back. You can still lean back and lift those knees up. You're still working those core muscles here. But if you want to challenge and engage those back muscles, hands could be on the hips, it could be on the chair, or you can hold them out. This is even more challenging. And let's lift those knees for a count of 10. 1, both sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like the way you guys all challenge. Let's put our hands onto our shoulders now. I'm going to bring one knee up to my elbow. So now I'm actually engaging my core a little bit here too as I crunch down. And let's do this for 10. 1, let's do the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release those arms. Whew, good job. Nice. Really feel the core working on that, huh? Yes. Shelley's reminding us, if you guys need a deep breath, please take your mask down if you need to take a deep breath in. Okay, arms are out this time. So now my right hand's gonna touch my left toe. So almost as if I did with my elbow, but now it's just extended out. So it's outside my body just a bit. And so make sure you've got a nice comfortable position where you won't slip out of your chair. And let's do this for 10. 1, other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release those arms. Whew, nice. Working those deltoids again, huh? All right, so let's work these hips a little bit. And we do this through our mountain climber. So I'm gonna take one hip and I'm gonna open it up. And the other leg's gonna stay forward, foot is flat on the ground. Let's move our arms back into those cactus arms. So I'm gonna lift one knee up, tap that elbow and back down. We'll do one side for a count of 10. And so let's lift that knee up and tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's release. Let's do the other side. Open up that hip as far as you're able to. And that's going to look different for each of us. Some of it might be way open. Some might only be just a little bit. Arms up in cactus. And let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Bring those legs back forward. We're gonna work these joints just a little bit more. And I'm gonna hang onto my chair because I have a tendency to kind of slouch if I'm crunching. And so I'm gonna use my hands just to keep my body upright. But my focus is gonna be on my legs and my hips. So my body is upright. I'm gonna take that knee as high as I can, tap it out, and bring it back. Again, however it feels comfortable for you. If I let go, I can kind of crunch down and I want my back to be straight. So let's tap out for 10. 1, bring it back. 2, I'm doing the same side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do the other side. Were you thinking that this was going to be easy when you heard chair exercise?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be. I'm gonna suffer tomorrow morning.
Let's do the other side for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back and release. Whew, nice. Yeah, a lot of times people hear a chair and they think, oh, I'll just, you know.
It's good, it's really good.
We work hard to move the whole body. Yeah, the hips. These get tight because we sit so much, right? Yeah. So this is a good move.
Good for that.
Yes. Yes. We'll do another stretch after this to help with that. All right. So now we're going to do both our legs together. So you may need the back of the chair. If you want to lean back as you bring both legs out and pull them back, that's okay. You're still working these joints here in your thighs. If you want to challenge yourself, you're going to lean forward just a bit. I still keep my hands, keeping my body upright. And let's open those legs for 10. 1, bring them back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring them back. Nice. I'm going to open those legs up, but I'm keeping my feet in the center. So I'm just opening up the knees. So now I'm going to work these inside muscles right here. So I'm going to rest my hands here. I'm going to try to close those knees together. But as I do, I'm going to resist with the hands. So let's just work those inside thighs just a bit. If it helps, if you need more weight, you can put your body down there, but you lose a little bit of flexibility. So I like to just lean forward and try to pull those legs apart as my legs try to pull together. And so I'm really engaging the inside thighs. This area is hard to work unless you have Suzanne Somers' Thigh Master, right? So now I'm going to switch. I'm going to put my hands on the outside of my knees, push against those hands, push those legs back together. So I'm still resisting in both directions. I can really feel my abs engaged. Can you feel your abs engaged?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the whole body is helping move as you're building up this strength inside your legs. And just one last time and bring that body upright. Whew, nice. All right. I'm going to pull my feet in just a little bit so that I can go up onto my toes. And then I'm going to push back down. So I'm going to turn sideways so people on Zoom can see. So my feet are in just a bit so I can go up on my tiptoes. As I go up, I'm really engaging my calves. Then I'm going to push my heels down and my body goes forward just a bit, pushing my heels hard into the ground, going back up on my tiptoes. And you see how my body's kind of rocking just a bit. Let's do this for 10. 1, back down, push down, 2, push down, 3, 4, 5, really push up on those tiptoes. 6, push down in the heels. 7, 8, 9, that's my ankles popping. Last one. Let's hold this up as long as you're able to. Really feel those calves tight. Yeah, you might get a little Charlie horse, be careful. push down, and now push into your knees, push into your heels, push, push, push. You can feel it, might feel it through that little muscle in the back of the leg. And release, nice, all right, good job. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna extend one leg out and one knee is gonna be bent. Let's raise those arms up high, lift up, lift that rib cage up. I'm gonna lean over the knee that's bent. So be careful not to slide out of the chair, just lean over as far as you're able to. Check that leg that's extended out and see if that toe is flexed. So flex that toe as much as you're able to. Bring that body back up. We're gonna go back down one more time, but let's lift up, opening up that space in the abdomen area and back down. And bring those arms back up. Leave those arms up, hold this leg in, extend the opposite leg. Lift up higher and let's go down over that bent knee. All right, check that extended leg, make sure that leg is straight, toes are flexed. Feel a nice stretch across the back of that leg. And raise those arms up. Remember, we're gonna do this twice, so extend up and back down. And bring those arms up. As you do, bring that extended leg in. Both my legs are in now. I'm gonna wiggle mine a little bit closer together. Reaching up, let's go down over both legs now. As far as you feel comfortable, once you get to that place you can't go any further, relax those shoulders, let the head drop. If you need to shake it. This is a great way to loosen up that lower back. You should feel your lower back opening up, maybe the hamstrings and the back of the legs. And go ahead and walk your bodies back up to seated position, nice. I'm gonna go ahead and do a spinal twist here. So I'm gonna put my left hand on my right knee, grab the back of my chair and look behind me. And come back forward, let's look at the other side. Oh, that feels good. And come back forward. We did use our hips a little bit today, so I think I'll do one stretch for the hips. We'll do our figure 4. Go ahead and put your ankle on your knee, one ankle on the opposite knee. This might be enough for you, and even just looking down might be enough of a stretch. If you feel like you can move forward, go ahead and bring that body forward. Don't let the shoulders roll. Keep that body straight. It's better to keep the spine straight and lean, almost as if you're bringing your belly and your chest forward. Don't let the shoulders, because that'll be stretching the back. We don't want to strain the back. You should feel this in your hip. And bring your body upright. Let's drop that foot into the other side. Lift that rib cage up. If you're able to, lean forward. If not, just looking forward might be enough for you today. And bring your body up, set those feet down. We're going to do our Qigong stretch to end the class. And so my feet are in front of me here. This is the move where I lean forward as if I had this big t-shirt on, right? This big t-shirt hanging over my legs. I've got the edge of that t-shirt. I'm going to cross my hands and grab it, lifting it up over my head. And as I do so, I'm going to open up my chest, pull those shoulder blades together. Hands stay back behind me as I lean back down to take one more grab at my shirt, all right? We're gonna do this for a count of 3. Try to breathe in as you go up, exhale as you go down at a pace that matches your breath, all right? So let's lean forward, grab the edge of that t-shirt, and let's pull it up. Breathing in, arms open up nice and wide. Leave those arms back as you come forward. Now you can reach down, grab that shirt again, pull it up. And leave the hands back as your body comes forward. And let's reach down last time, grab this shirt, pull it up and up. And body comes forward. Hands come down. Rest here just for a moment. Go ahead and bring your knees up to your elbows up to your knees, sorry. And I'm gonna go ahead and open up my legs just a bit. I'm gonna do a stretch by pushing one hand straight. And I'm gonna go back to my elbow and go push the other one straight and just go back and forth. This is gonna stretch out the side of my body. It's gonna also stretch out my lower back. I'm also stretching out the inside of my legs. So we've got a lot going on here in this one move. Let's do it one more time, both directions, to the right and to the left. And bring your body upright. And go ahead and bring your hands at prayer in front of you. Interlace those fingers. Push them towards me. Bring them up over the head. From here, I'm going to drop into Goddess arms. Dropping those arms down. Let the head drop back. Bring those arms back up over the head. Interlace those fingers. Bring them down right in front of the heart again. Let's do that one more time. Pushing out, up over the head. Drop into Goddess arms. Let the head fall back. Arms back up. And drop them down in front of your heart.